Okay, I didn't really plan this video because all I've been doing is just eating, not tracking anything, and just following whatever I'm craving that day. So I thought it was a wonderful video idea to just go through on what I eat on a normal week because I have no access to anime cafes and I am just inspired by Emirichu. I do say I am quite a foodie like her, especially in December, which is basically that one holiday season where I have zero restrictions on what I eat because I am not a picky eater at all and I will eat anything, but if I want something, I will go out of my way to get it because my stomach won't settle until it's fully satisfied. And this isn't a food guide or anything like that, so just eat along with me if you want. Day 1. So I started the day with brunch at Tadakuma, and it was one of those really hot days, which is why I was craving for something cold and savory, so I ordered a combination of cold tempura noodles and a tempura maki. So much tempura. But I always have this same routine every time I eat at this place because I just love how the tempura roll with the teriyaki and mayo glaze sauce works so well with the salty goodness of the cold soba. Sodium overload! I'd say it balances everything out so perfectly. The crunch, the sauce, and the cold noodles, and it's honestly one of those combinations that never gets old for me. Maybe for my kidneys. Then for dessert, I finished the meal with Dairy Queen's hard shell cone, especially when you get past the first layer of the chocolatey crunch. Oh, just thinking about it is making me hungry again. After that extremely well-balanced meal, I did some rock climbing to make my dinner taste better because I wanted to pair this tub of kimchi with eggs and spam, which ended up being such a heavy and satisfying meal after climbing all evening, so I slept so well because food generally tastes so much better after a long workout. Day 2. This time, I started the day with vegetables. Yeah, it was straight from America from my cousin Brie. Thank you, Brie, because this one bar of dark chocolate is already enough for me for one whole month because I like biting it off one piece and then saving the rest of the bar the next time when I randomly crave for chocolate again. Then for lunch, I was really craving for beef and mashed potatoes, and this was so good! I got it from Prime Burger, and the ratio for the portion and price is honestly amazing because the mashed potatoes were so butter smooth and so flavorful that I could eat them on their own without the beef. But the beef itself was tender, soft, and savory, like the meat was literally falling apart just from the fork. Then I washed it down with some matcha from Juliet's, which I love mostly just because it's a short walk from my rock climbing gym, and I really needed a fun caffeinated drink before I started climbing because I just felt so weak that day. So for dinner, I had one piece of fried chicken from Jollibee, my favorite fast food chain, which is only arguably the best fried chicken ever, so once again, it was another day of sleeping damn good. Day 3. I craved for cheese dogs so much that day, and I really love how every bite has melted cheese just oozing out, but not in an overwhelming way. Like, it's not a buttload of cheese, it's just the perfect amount that makes every bite so good. So I paired it with my favorite strawberry mug, but when I tried these lemon biscuits, I didn't really like them because I couldn't really understand the lemon flavor. It just tasted kind of artificial. Like if lemon and plastic was a flavor, then it would taste like this. Then I went rock climbing again. So by the time I got home, I was completely exhausted. So I forgot to film my paa from Mang Inasal because I just ate it immediately. Oh man, I climbed for 3 days straight. Am I okay? Anyways, day 4. This time, I started the day with 3 different kinds of buldak. The stir-fried noodles, quattro cheese, and the Takis flavor. I was hanging out with the girlfriends that day for some spicy tea, and we decided to make it even more spicy. So out of the 3 flavors, I think my favorite is definitely the quattro cheese. It's just like the original cheese flavor, but it just has so much more cheese. I didn't really understand the Takis flavor. I wasn't really a fan of the weird lime flavor along with my noodles, but I think that's just me. Then the stir-fry just tasted like soy sauce. Then, so what I thought would help my digestion for later, I decided to get some matcha and a side of sour cream fries from Chinkity, which is not the best combination. After a buttload of spicy noodles, dairy plus fried food equals to a trip to the bathroom. But I got such a great massage after that, so life is good. So I didn't eat anything else that day, and I spent the whole evening just watching Spy X Family. Day 5. I started the day with cheese dogs again just for a quick meal because it was December 22 at that time and I still had to do some Christmas rush shopping at SNR. So while I was there, I had these tuna mayo rolls and I think I was starving because that was genuinely the best thing I put in my mouth that day. Even though the tuna looked almost non-existent in the roll, but it just tasted so good, especially paired with my favorite soy sauce from Lee Kum Kee. That's so specific. Then I had sour mangoes as a snack, and dude, those mangoes were insane. Perfectly sweet, perfectly sour, and super crunchy. And I swear, the secret was definitely in that bagoong. Especially paired with these tuna rolls, I was being ascended. Then I finished the day with, guess what? Another cup of matcha! And this time I got the sea salt flavor, and let me tell you, this easily became one of my favorite matcha variations because I didn't think matcha could get any better. Then I was curious to try the matcha cheesecake. And it was alright. Not my favorite, but I kept taking bites, so I think I liked it. It was consumable. Or maybe I was just confused by the flavor. I don't think I'm a fan of tasting something bitter in my dessert. Then, after all that, I went wall climbing again. Day 6. Okay, I didn't eat anything in the morning because I was preparing my stomach for a birthday feast, and it was Puffle's birthday, so you already know that I wasn't holding back for that birthday buffet. I had egg tarts, chicken adobo, shrimp carbonara, and cinnamon pretzels. So of course I went back to refill my plate for at least 3 times because damn, that adobo mixture was so good. I really love lutong bahay, and I think I ended up eating 5 pieces of chicken breasts on top of everything else. Then after that, we played a drinking game while watching Twilight where we'd take a shot every time something within this list happened. But instead of alcohol, we decided to make a concoction, which was basically just Red Royal mixed with milk. It would have been better if it was Pepsi and milk because this surprisingly tasted pretty good. Literally just like a sparkling strawberry milkshake. We topped it off with some whipped cream and it was actually pretty nice. My stomach, however, did not appreciate that by the end of the day. Day 7. It was Christmas Eve and I ended up doing some last-minute Christmas shopping again. So I fueled myself with delicious biryani tacos from Dale's. Though in the rush, I forgot to take videos, so here's pictures of them. But I didn't even get to take a single picture or video at our at-home Christmas feast. So here's my plate lineup from the Christmas buffet. I had crispy lechon and suka, pork lumpia, Filipino spaghetti, and beef caldereta. But of course, it did not stop there. I had another round of Christmas dinner with Brie. She's so sweet. She literally made ham for me, so I enjoyed that with a lot of shrimp and a bottle of red wine. And I highly recommend that combination because that was my favorite this whole evening. But honestly, I think what really made the meal feel extra special was the people I was with. The next day, I woke up with the flu and somehow still managed to have another round of Noche Buena. And that was everything I ate in a normal week during December. I hope you enjoyed some of my cravings and I hope your tummy is always full. We can also keep in touch in my Instagram and TikTok. I shared a Spamton chalk bag that I handmade in my stories once there, so yeah. I'll give you guys a shout out on my next video if you comment down on what's your favorite food combination and why. It can be unhinged or normal. So, what do you think about pizza and rice together?
Hello, Pinkmoss here. Since you guys stayed by the end of the video, I prepared something special for you guys. Pizza and rice. Ta-da! We're gonna try this perfect combination together. Carbs on carbs. So, I was thinking I would put some rice on top of the pizza first, like so. I think this ratio is beautiful. Before you guys call me weird, there's a thing called sushi, pizza sushi. I hope this makes this less weird. And here's our first bite. I'm gonna try it. It's really good. It's pizza on rice. I think I might finish this whole plate. That looks like a good bite. Just not a fan of the pineapple on pizza. Wow, this bite even looks better. The rice on top of the pizza. then I'll eat it like this. What if I fold it? Okay. I have too much rice though, but we'll see if I can finish this. I'll finish this tomorrow. I'm really full now. I actually had tuna and rice before this, so. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe to my channel.